Hope all you swabbies are still awake. Late Night Mega here. And it is time to go to Tier 5. Nope, we're going there. I just got to press the right buttons. Alright, so the theme of this is indoor golf or sports course. Ready for some extreme mini golf. And get ready to just be disappointed. We've got like one sand trap, a slow windmill, and stairs. Oh, that's funny. Phew, neither are we. We're gonna have scorecards and Power Muscler 8, our vending machine. Okay, well, we have 69th place, low gravity, and whatever the other thing is. It's Doctor Novakaine's entry! I wasn't sure if he had an entry for this contest or not. I think I remember him talking about it. It's been so long. So he had the penguins, the roller face guy from the Game Boy games, whatever that other thing is. I don't know what that other thing is. Oh, I love low gravity. Alright, mission control. Docking at remote wastes. Processing station 37 complete. Mission parameters. Foreman of Roofs 37 has been neglecting his duties in favor of an illegal space penguin breeding program. Oh, I love the story of this already. Illegal space penguin breeding program. Terminate instances of the invasive species and the foreman, if necessary, to restore order. Oh, it's gonna be necessary. We have everything. Oh, it's those flying penguins from Mega Man 3. And we're using them in space, but I like how they were justified as space penguins. Oh, this is great. Yeah, that enemy, I'm not a huge fan of those, because, well, that is why. They have a lot of health and they're invincible for quite some time, and I'm getting mauled by these space penguins. I mean, that's how you're gonna combine... Oh, it's the plunger things. Plungers are not interesting. It's like waiting for crushers. Ah! Okay, that was cool. I'll give him that. Oh! Nice enemy placement. I love this combination. But I feel it's a little bit repetitive here. Like, it went on just a little too longer than it overstayed its welcome doing the same. Being assaulted by penguins again. Ow, I'm being assaulted by all of the penguins. Those things have too much health, in my opinion. My Buster Shot froze on the screen. Alright, I need a weapon to deal with these guys, because I can't stand them. I know it's not Dr. Novakaine's fault he got stuck with them, but you could have changed... Okay, I'm not a fan of this section at all. Being hit by raining penguins while you're trying to deal with this stuff and jump. Yeah, that wasn't very fun. We gotta go up to the right. I know Dr. Novakaine too well. Mutanks! Okay. And this presumably takes us to the... Oh, I can't even kill that. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. That is not cool. I don't like the plungers. They're not plungers. They're, you know, they're what they are. Okay, I'm really not a fan of this. Ow. Well, I can't... Oh, I see what I'm supposed to do. Okay, that was tricky. That you got me a couple times there, Doc. I feel like there's a little bit too much stuff going on here to be able to accurately contend with it all. Well, that is just silly. Can I... I mean, I can, but that was equally as silly. Oh, Dustman, he's the one that's breeding all this stuff. What do you want to be weak against? Probably not Rush Coil. Probably not that. Snakes. What? Snake, hit him. Okay, probably not that. Weapon from your own game that you're not weak to in your own game? Nope, that's not it either. Oh, come on, everything's weak to that. Okay. So the low gravity actually makes Dustman interesting there, because if you do a really high jump, you just get sucked into him. At first I was almost ready to complain that there was nothing special about this Dustman fight. But now we found something. And I can't hit Dustman. Oh, that one only missed because the other... Has suction power changed? Yeah. I feel like it has. That's okay, it's still just Dustman. Overall, I enjoyed most of what this stage had to offer. Didn't enjoy the roly face guys. There were too many of those. But Doc did have to use them. There were some neat ideas, but at some points there was just like a little too much going on the... on certain particular screens, but I agree with Parmesan here. Well, the score-wise, actually. This level illustrates good use of the assets and not much else. I feel like everything you did used their assets in their intended ways really well, especially the Don catches under you. The pens in space also felt really well thought out, although one or two of the spawners could have been a tad slower in my opinion. Other than a few jumps, the level has a super clear difficulty curve, which is great. What you have here isn't bad at all. It's just that it didn't feel like it innovated and pushed to what the really good levels were. Aesthetically, it's bland. Also, I'm docking the functionality score because there are some awkward invisible ceilings near some of the compactors. Overall, a good level, just not superb. Too many penguins were harmed in the making of this level. Mostly in that last room. And that's a problem, because they are everywhere, and just get in the way a lot. Besides that, I liked the usage of the ground smashers, and how the low gravity affected their rocks, yes. The crusher section at the end felt kind of cramped, with stuff flying at you from above and below, and the last few jumps were awkward to time. Nothing else really stood out. Well, the low gravity helps with those big jumps. Nothing else really stood out, which is another problem in the level. It just didn't have much in terms of excitement. Fun score of 10 out of 25 as opposed to, well, you know what he gave 23 out of 25 to by this point. But yeah, that comparison is probably not going to end. So here's a nice find. Compactors are a lot more interesting in low gravity because you can use your extra long jumps to wait out their cycles in midair. Yeah, that's exactly what we did. Some of the best design parts of this level use that to its advantage, making for some cool setups. The Dustman fight is also a lot more interesting in low gravity, possibly unintentionally for the same reason. If you overshoot on your jump and he sucks you in, it takes longer for you to get onto the ground and slide out of danger. That's pretty cool. I think that was fully intentional. I don't think that was unintentional at all. I know Doctor Novakaine well enough. The rest of the level is a bit dicier though. The main culprit are those stupid pen spawners, which have been positioned exactly along the paths of your jumps. Yes, that was a bad idea. Those were my only cause of death in the level. Just out of curiosity, Jack, that Metroidmania level, what were your causes of death in that level? I'd like you to share that. And how those causes of death resulted in a fun of 23 out of 25, and this is only a 10. No, I'm really not going to let that go. Okay. Despite the valiant attempts to make the pachinko guys relevant, Pen is much nicer when it's actually chilling in midair. Getting to dodge it in nice open spaces is a lot more fun. To conclude, a nice middle-of-the-road level brought down by some overzealous spawners. Hardly a waste of space, but still missing that special something. You know what that special something could have been? I just had an idea for this. How about a section where you have the floating penguins going around and you have to dodge them? If you come in contact with them, they're like instant death or something, and there's like a warning message so you know this is going to happen in this particular part of the level. And if you shoot them, you also die because you have to like preserve the some of the breeding population. You can't make them all go extinct or something. I think that would have been a neat twist to add to that. Anyways, Freems. I now have a phobia of penguins. This level really felt like long stretches of nothing with lots of penguins and sometimes rocks flying from below. I wouldn't say stretches of nothing. There was always something going on. The structures really didn't matter, and for the most part, the crushers felt like an afterthought due to the gravity. I disagree with that as well, because you can use the low gravity to jump into... What level were you playing? There was a miniature spike drop, I guess, but the only real memorable thing I can say about it was the endless supply of penguins, which I will now see in my nightmares flying into my face. Huh. Alrighty then. Tiny hoppy nuts. Metal mommy. Miniature golf fun, kids. 1, 2... I could have sworn I had 3 kids. Oh well. Oh dear. Here's a preview of stuff. Ooh, Needlers are back. Oh, so 2 gimmicks from Mega Man 3 are back. Alrighty. Well, I guess for now, I'll take my leave.